Hello, friends. Welcome back to My Simple English Podcast. I am Mark.
And I am Sarah. We are so happy you are here with us today.
How are you doing today, Sarah?
I am doing very well, thank you, Mark. I am feeling fresh and ready to teach. How are you?
I am great. I had a very nice morning. I drank some good coffee, and now I am ready to learn.
That is wonderful, Mark. Actually, that is perfect for our topic today.
Oh, really? What are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about daily routines.
Daily routines. That sounds useful. Can you tell our listeners what a routine is?
Of course, a routine is the things you do every day. It is your schedule. For example, waking up, brushing your teeth, going to work, and eating dinner.
Ah, I see. So the things we do again and again.
Exactly. We have a reference story today from a woman named Jessie. She told us all about her day. We will use her story to learn some great English phrases.
I love stories. It helps to hear how real people live.
Yes. In this episode, part 1, we will look at the morning. We will talk about waking up, getting ready, and going to work.
Okay, that is the first part of the day.
Mark, why do you think this topic is important for our listeners?
That is a good question. I think, well, everyone has a day, right?
Yes. Think about it. When you meet a friend, what do you ask them?
I usually ask, how are you? Or how is your day going?
Exactly. Or you might ask, what did you do today? Talking about your daily life is the most common conversation in the world.
That is true. If I go to the doctor, they ask about my routine. If I meet a new friend, they ask about my job and my schedule.
Right. So if you can describe your daily routine, you can have a conversation with almost anyone in English.
That is a great motivation. Okay, Sarah, let's start. What is the first pattern?
Okay, let's look at the very beginning of the day. Our first pattern is waking up and getting up.
Wait, Sarah, are those different? Wake up and get up?
Yes, they are a little bit different. This is a very common mistake for beginners.
Okay, teach me. What is the difference?
To wake up means you open your eyes, you stop sleeping.
Okay, so my alarm clock rings and I open my eyes. I wake up.
Correct. But to get up means you physically leave your bed, you stand up.
Ah, I understand. So sometimes I wake up at 7 o'clock, but I stay in bed looking at my phone. I do not get up until 7:15.
That is it. You got it perfectly. In our story, Jessie says, I wake up at 6 a.m.
6 a.m.? That is early.
It is very early. She says, I don't like waking up early. But then she says, first, I get out of bed.
Get out of bed. Is that the same as get up?
Yes, get out of bed and get up are usually the same thing.
Okay, so the pattern is subject plus verb plus time.
Yes. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Mark, can you try?
Sure. I wake up at 6:30 and I get up at 6:45.
Perfect. Notice the preposition at. We always use at for time. At 6, at 7, at noon.
Okay, not on 6 or in 6. It is at 6.
Right. Now let's look at the next part of the morning. This is about hygiene and grooming.
Hygiene. That's a big word.
It just means keeping your body clean. In the story, Jessie says, I brush my teeth and wash my face.
Those are very common phrases. Brush my teeth, wash my face.
Yes. Notice the verbs, brush and wash. We use brush for teeth and hair. We use wash for face and hands.
Can I say I wash my teeth?
No, that sounds very strange. Please do not say that. You brush your teeth.
Okay, brush teeth, wash face. Got it. Jessie also says, I take a shower in the evening, but many people take a shower in the morning.
Yes, the phrase is take a shower, or sometimes have a shower. Both are okay.
I usually take a shower in the morning. It helps me wake up.
Me too. So let's put these together. I wake up, I get up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower.
It's like a list.
Yes, and to make a list in English, we need sequence words. This is our second big pattern today.
Sequence words, like 1, 2, 3.
Similar, but we use words like first, then, next, and after that.
Ah, I heard these in Jessie's story. She used first and then a lot.
Yes, these words help your listener understand the order of your day. Without these words, your English sounds like a robot.
Like a robot.
Yes, imagine this. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I eat, I go. It is too choppy.
I see. It is better to flow.
Exactly. Listen to this. First, I wake up. Then, I brush my teeth. Next, I make coffee.
That sounds much more natural. It tells a story.
Let's practice this. I want you to tell me your morning routine, Mark. Use the words first, then, and next.
Okay, I will try. First, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Then, I go to the kitchen and drink water. Next, I make a cup of coffee.
Excellent, Mark. That was very clear. Listeners, did you hear how Mark used the words? It connects the sentences.
What about after that? Can I use that?
Yes, after that is a great phrase. You can use it just like then. For example, I make coffee, after that I check my phone.
Speaking of checking the phone, Jessie does that too, right?
Yes, she says, while the coffee is brewing, I check my phone.
Brewing. That's a nice word.
It means the coffee is cooking or being made, but the key phrase here is check my phone.
We all do that. I check my emails, I check the news, I check social media.
It is a very modern part of the routine.
Okay, so we have woken up, we are clean, and we have coffee. What is next?
Now we need to get dressed.
Get dressed. That means to put on clothes.
Yes, Jessie says, I usually wear simple clothes for work.
Here is a grammar question, Sarah. Jessie says I wear, but sometimes I hear I am wearing. What is the difference?
Oh, this is a very important point. When we talk about a routine every day, we use the present simple tense. I wear a uniform. When we talk about right now, we use the present continuous. I am wearing a blue shirt today.
Ah, okay. So because this is a daily routine, Jessie says I usually wear simple clothes.
Exactly. She's talking about her general habit, not just today.
That makes sense. Okay, Sarah, I'm dressed. I have coffee. I am ready to go.
Wait, you forgot the most important breakfast of the day.
Oh, breakfast.
Yes, Jessie says, then I eat breakfast.
She has toast with butter and jam. That sounds delicious.
Simple and good. We can use the verb eat breakfast, or we can use have breakfast.
I have breakfast at 8 o'clock. I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock.
Both are perfect. Okay, now the morning at home is finished. What happens next in the story?
Now she has to go to work. This brings us to our third pattern, the commute.
The commute. That means the travel from home to work.
Yes, Jessie says I leave my house at 7 a.m.
Leave the house. That's a good phrase.
And then she says I take the bus.
Take the bus. This is very common in English. We use take for transportation. I take the bus, I take the train, I take the subway.
Exactly. We do not usually say I ride the bus for a daily routine. Take is better. It implies you are using it to go somewhere. What if I have a car? Do I take my car?
You can, but it's more common to say I drive to work.
Okay, so Jessie takes the bus. I drive to work.
And the journey takes time. Jessie says the bus ride is about 30 minutes.
30 minutes? That's not too bad. What does she do on the bus?
She listens to music or a podcast, like our podcast.
That is a great way to use the time.
So let's review the verbs for the commute. Leave the house, take the bus, arrive at work.
Arrive. That means you are there. You are at the destination.
Yes, Jesse arrives at work at 7:30.
Okay, Sarah, we have covered a lot of phrases. Let's try to act this out.
Good idea. Let's do a role play. I will ask you about your morning, and you use the patterns we learned.
I am ready.
Hi, Mark. Good morning. You look awake today. What time did you wake up?
Hi, Sarah. Yes, I woke up at 6:30 today.
Wow, that is early. What did you do first?
First, I got out of bed and brushed my teeth. Then I went to the kitchen.
Did you make coffee?
Yes, I made a cup of coffee and checked my emails. After that, I ate breakfast.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had cereal and milk. Then I got dressed.
And how did you get here to the studio?
I drove my car. I left my house at 8 o'clock, and I arrived here at 8:15.
Fantastic, Mark. That was perfect. You used the sequence words, the correct verbs, and the time expressions.
It felt very natural.
Now, before we move to the next section, I want to give a quick cultural tip.
Oh, I like these tips. What is the tip for today?
Today's tip is about punctuality in the USA and UK.
Punctuality. That means being on time.
Yes, in the story, Jessie starts work at 7:45. She arrives at 7:30. She is early.
Is it important to be early?
In English-speaking cultures, especially for work, it is very important to be on time. If your job starts at 9 o'clock, you should be there at 8:55.
So being 5 minutes early is good?
Yes, there's a saying, if you are early, you are on time. If you are on time, you are late.
Wow, that is strict. But it is good to know. Do not be late for work in America or England.
Exactly. Even for social things, like meeting a friend for coffee, if you're going to be 10 minutes late, you should send a message.
That is polite. I am running late. That's a good phrase.
Okay, listeners, now it is your turn. We are going to practice shadowing.
Shadowing is when we say a phrase and you repeat it immediately after us. Try to copy our speed and our tone.
I will say a sentence about the morning routine. I will leave a quiet space. You speak in the quiet space. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
I wake up at 7 o'clock. I get out of bed. First, I brush my teeth. Then, I wash my face. Next, I make a cup of coffee. I check my phone messages. After that, I get dressed. I leave my house at 8 o'clock. I take the bus to work.
Great job, everyone. I hope you were speaking out loud. It is the best way to train your mouth muscles.
Yes, speaking is very important. Don't just listen, speak.
So, Sarah, we have followed Jessie from her bed all the way to her office.
Yes, she has arrived at work. She is ready to start her day.
But the day is not over. We still have work, lunch, the evening, and bedtime.
That is right, but that is a lot of information for one episode. So we will stop here for part 1.
That's a good idea. Let's take a break. In part 2, we will talk about what Jessie does at work, what she eats for lunch, and how she relaxes in the evening.
We will also learn verbs for cooking, cleaning, and sleeping.
I'm looking forward to it.
Before you go, we have a small task for you.
Yes, in the comments, please write one sentence. What time do you wake up?
Just one sentence. I wake up at. We want to see your answers.
Thank you for listening to My Simple English Podcast.
We will see you in part 2. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Hello again. Welcome back to part 2 of our episode on daily routines. I am Mark.
And I am Sarah. If you missed part 1, please go back and listen to it. We talked about waking up and the morning commute.
But now, Sarah, we are moving on. In our story, our friend Jessie has arrived at work. It is 7:30 in the morning.
That is right. So let's talk about the workday routine.
Jesse says, I check my emails and start my tasks.
This is a very common phrase for office workers. Check emails. It means you look at your inbox to see if you have new messages.
I do this every day. It is the first thing I do.
Me too. Jesse also says, I work on my computer for many hours.
Work on my computer. Notice the preposition on. We work on a computer. We do not work in a computer.
Correct. You can say, I work on a project or I work on my laptop.
Okay, now let's fast forward to the best part of the workday.
Let me guess, Mark, are you thinking about food?
I am always thinking about food. Let's talk about lunch.
Okay, Jesse has lunch at 12 p.m. or noon.
She says something interesting. She says, I usually bring my lunch from home.
Yes, bring lunch. This means she cooked food at home, put it in a box or a bag, and carried it to work.
This is a great way to save money. If you do not bring lunch, you have to buy lunch at a restaurant.
Exactly. Jessie brings a sandwich or a salad, and she eats with her coworkers.
Co-workers, those are the people you work with.
Yes, you can also call them colleagues. Jessie says, we talk and laugh. It is nice to have a break.
That is important. You need a break. You stop working for 30 minutes or 1 hour.
So the pattern for the middle of the day is start work, have lunch or take a break, finish work.
Jesse finishes work at 4:30 p.m. That is a nice schedule.
It is very standard. After work, she takes the bus home, and this leads us to our next big section, the evening routine.
When she gets home, she does not start cleaning immediately. She says, I like to relax for a bit.
Yes, relax means to rest, to do nothing difficult. She sits on the sofa, she watches TV.
We call this winding down.
That is a great phrasal verb, Mark. Wind down. It means to slowly go from high energy, work, to low energy, rest.
So I wind down by watching YouTube. Jesse winds down by reading or watching TV.
But after relaxing, there's work to do at home. She says, I make dinner.
Make dinner. Can we say cook dinner?
Yes, they are the same. I make dinner or I cook dinner. Jessie likes to cook. She tries new recipes.
But after dinner, the bad part.
The chores. She says, I wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes or do the dishes. Both are okay, right?
Yes, do the dishes is very common. It means cleaning the plates, forks, and cups.
What about other cleaning?
Well, you might do the laundry, wash clothes, or clean the house, but Jessie just mentions the dishes.
Okay, so she eats, she cleans, then she spends time with family.
This is a lovely phrase, spend time with family. We use the verb spend for time just like we use it for money.
I spend time with my wife. I spend time with my kids.
Exactly, you give your time to them.
Finally, the day is ending. It is bedtime.
Yes, Jessie has a routine for this too. She says, I take a shower, again, hygiene, and then I read a book.
Reading before bed is a great habit. It helps you sleep.
And finally, she says, I go to bed around 10:30 p.m.
Sarah, what is the difference between go to bed and sleep?
This is another common mistake. Go to bed is the action. You walk to your bedroom and lie down. Sleep is what happens when you close your eyes and dream.
So I can go to bed at 10 o'clock, but maybe I don't sleep until 10:30.
Exactly. You are in bed, but you are not sleeping yet.
Got it. And she tries to get 7 or 8 hours of sleep. That's healthy.
Now, Mark, I noticed a very useful grammar pattern in Jessie's story. She uses words like usually, sometimes, and always.
Ah, yes. These are called adverbs of frequency.
Big name, simple idea. They tell us how often we do something.
Let's break them down. Always means 100% of the time, every day.
Jessie says, I always feel more awake after washing my face.
Then we have usually. That's like 80 or 90%, most days.
Usually, I bring my lunch. She does it almost every day, but not every day.
And sometimes, maybe 50%.
Yes, sometimes I look at social media, or sometimes I exercise.
And what if I never do it? 0%?
Then you say never. I never drink coffee late at night.
Listeners, try to use these words. Don't just say, I eat lunch. Say, I usually eat lunch. It adds more detail.
Let's do a quick cultural tip for this episode.
What is the tip, Sarah?
It's about bringing lunch to work. In the US, we often call this brown bagging it,
Brown bagging? Why?
because traditionally people put their sandwich and apple in a small brown paper bag. Even today, if you say, I'm brown bagging it today, it means you brought food from home.
Is it common, or do most people go to restaurants?
It is very common. Eating at restaurants every day is expensive. In many offices in the UK and US, people sit together in a kitchen area and eat their home-cooked food.
It's a nice way to socialize, too. You can talk about your food. Oh, that looks delicious, Sarah. Did you make that?
Exactly. It's a great conversation starter.
Okay, friends, are you ready to practice? It is time for shadowing.
We'll practice the evening verbs and the frequency words. Remember, repeat after us in the silence.
Let's go.
I finish work at 5 o'clock. I usually arrive home at 5:30. I like to relax on the sofa. Sometimes I watch TV. Then I make dinner for my family. After dinner, I wash the dishes. I usually read a book before bed. I go to bed around 10:30 p.m. I try to get 8 hours of sleep.
Excellent work. I can hear you getting better.
Remember, you can listen to this part again if you want to practice more.
Well, Sarah, that's the end of Jessie's day.
Yes, we went from 6 a.m. all the way to 10:30 p.m.
It seems simple, but there are so many good words in a daily routine.
Let's recap the key verbs we learned today. Check emails, have lunch, relax, make dinner, wash the dishes, go to bed.
If you learn these, you can tell anyone about your life.
We have one final question for you to answer in the comments.
Yes, please tell us, what do you usually do to relax in the evening?
Do you usually watch TV? Do you read? Do you play with your cat? Write it down below.
I usually watch Netflix. That's my answer.
I usually read a book. That's mine. We can't wait to read yours.
Thank you so much for listening to My Simple English podcast. Please subscribe if you want more episodes like this.
And give us a like if this helped you. Have a wonderful day and keep practicing.
See you next time. Bye.
Goodbye.